Hello all, and this is a new selection of cool products from Aliexpress from which you will be blown away, I promise you. All links to products from the video in the description. So here we go. Hypno Gizmo, the name tells you something to me, no, but after looking at this thing I immediately wanted it. And all because it looks like a sticky anti-stress, very cool stuff I tell you. In the device on the sides attached to the balls of two colors, and they are connected weakly visible fishing line to the opposite side. We rotate the design toys for special handles, and magic happens. The balls are moving and create such a cool effect, as if you really hypnotize a cool gizmo. I put my finger on it. Guys, look what I found, a button. Well, more precisely, not really a button and lamp nightlight. It is made in the form of a button, and it says on the switch to turn off, and when you click on the on button leans like a real switch, clicks off, and the whole button begins to glow with a nice soft light. Rock the button to the side off, and the light goes out. In my opinion is an interesting idea, something nice and lampiovo I really liked. Put a like if you too. You'd think I'd be able to get past Marvel fans in the issue. For all the Iron Man fans out there, and this cool guy named Tony Stark is frozen in an Iron Man flight pose, and he has glowing engines on his arms and legs. It looks pretty cool. But what's coolest here is that he actually flies. Iron Man, in the sense that the toy has a special magnetic pedestal on which the superhero and levitates. Just look how cool it looks. I'm definitely going to order one of these. You know how I love all sorts of lighting fixtures, bulbs and all. That is why in every issue without it nowhere, but I took it one step further. So guys, look how beautiful this real clock that shows the real time with these handmade luminous numbers. To me it looks very cool and like a lamp or something. Such things see usually on the strikes of loggers and always jealous, and here I can myself order a clock and will not worse, so run to order such a cool clock. And the next vehicle is a cool electric motorcycle. Look at the way it looks, the way it's lit up. I'd say we're in some kind of cyberpunk, don't you think? It's like a motorcycle from the future. But that's the reality of this iron horse that really exists, and it rides at a pretty respectable speed, with enough charge to get it to the next town, too. And in general, if you ride this bike, passers-by will take pictures of you and stand with their mouths open in amazement. Definitely like it. And now we have a simple 1.5 meter long plane to beat craft, and it does not matter that it looks like a real plane with propellers and all the gadgets of a real plane, although what I say of course is important. It's a super cool piece of airplane that flies and can do super stunts in the air. Look at it do a dead loop, simulate a fall, and then whoa, it flies on like nothing happened. It's just fire, guys. I would really like to try and fly it, but judging by the huge control panel, it won't be that easy. The main thing is not to break such a big thing. Lighter in the style of poker is fitted, is very beautiful, and is actually done as a deck lighter turns on when the owner slides the top plate. Right behind the ace is the king, the queen, the jack and the 10. By the way, the lighter has a built-in flashlight that turns on by pressing a button. Lighter looks cool, to all recommend. On Aliexpress there is even such a strange thing like an engine. I do not know who can use it, but it looks really cool. I think if you are interested in engines, then you can order this thing. The engine is a great way to get a closer look at the mechanism, as well as to see some of the fine details in person. Too bad the blades of this motor are small. If they were a little bigger, I'm sure it would be a great replacement for a fan. But this thing is really cool. This lamp has a lot of functions. The first, it is lit up in all colors of the rainbow. That looks just chic. The second, it has a clock where you can not only look at the time, but also put the alarm clock, and third, lamp can charge your phone. Put it on a special stand, and charging has gone. The lamp is not only multifunctional, but also very beautiful and stylish. It is made in the style of the letter G. That looks very cool, but the effect still adds backlighting that will give the room a nice color and just lift your spirits. Yes, the wolves are not so popular anymore, but this is just incredible. Just look at how I understand it can be spun in the usual way or in some creative way. For example, you can put it on the edge and spin it. It looks just chic. By the way, store such a toy can be in a special leather bag, will be a great gift for your child, and something like that for yourself. Buy something for yourself can. I really like this thing. My soul rejoices that progress is being made even in such small things. I hope that the toy came up and you too. If so, put like. Wow guys, look what a cool knife I found. It's just fire. It has such an elaborate handle and blade. Just look how many of these little knives have spikes sticking out of the handle is just awesome. So we press the button and the main blade opens, super powerful and sharp, just cave. I would buy one and show it to all my friends as a showpiece and they would totally appreciate it. And here I have the next product, small-sized robot. This mechanical friend on crawlers looks something like the robot Wally, only instead of funny eyes he has a camera. Our friend is controlled by the application on your smartphone. You do not need an additional remote control. Everything will be on your gadget intuitively. Everything is simple and understandable. But with the camera you say you can go to any hard-to-reach places and can peep at someone in your absence, for example your pet. If you have nothing to do in the evening, then play with this thing and think about something, the best thing you can think of. The light bulb looks just fine, and to see it in action is a cosmos. As you can see, if you touch the lamp at any point, then to your finger will immediately stretch a blue stripe that will follow your finger, and that looks really fascinating. Yeah, in the Middle Ages, the owners of that kind of thing, such a thing for sure, would have been burned at the stake, but now light bulb is just a cool addition to your home. Well, you've probably already heard about the Nimbud. It's quite a popular hoverboard that will take you to your destination with a wind. This baby is equipped with modern and very powerful engines. It is not afraid of water and mud, and it has a remote control. You can install the application and ask Nanbit lead a glass of cold beer for the particularly lazy. Just kidding, of course. It simply can ride with your smartphone as a remote control that also happens to be convenient, overall practical and stylish option for all lovers of such vehicles. Guys, I think I found the perfect light fix. You just saw and fell in love with me in general. Everything associated with space and the stars, like all sorts. And here is a lamp in the form of the moon, and it even levitates, that is, flies over a special stand. How cool and unusual it is, just magic, and you can change the shade of the glow from warm to cool to whichever one you like. You can buy yourself a can, order a gift to someone. I think a friend will be very pleased to get such an unusual glowing and soaring moon. Take note. Sometimes there is no chair at hand, although it is so necessary. This problem will solve. Here is a folding chair. Thanks to him you can always sit down to rest. However, he will help everywhere: repair, work on the garden, fixing the car. Chair will not take up much space because the folding bell up in a small circle. By the way, it is not even necessary to carry it in your hand because the creators have provided a strap so that the chair can be hung on your shoulder. In form it will not be clear that you are not carrying the chair in the folded state. The construction reminds more a small black and red bag. Appreciate the efforts of the manufacturer is such an unusual souvenir. Well, my dear friends, you probably have not seen this yet. I have here a shark. But it's kind of like a cross-section of a shark's anatomical figure. I've seen a shark, for example. I know how it looks, but what's inside it, so to speak, I do not know, and I do not really want to know. So the shark is a scary fish, and there's still the insides to learn, but those who fanatical about the study of animal fish flora and fauna think this exhibit was added. It is really all the parts are detailed and well designed, can give someone something. If you like Marvel, post in the comments who your favorite hero is. I want to know who you like best and why. I like Thor in the sense that he's a god and he's not a joke. I like Thor because he's got a hammer that shoots lightning bolts left and right. That's why I got myself such a lamp. Look, you think he's really stuck in the wall? No, it's all fake. And how cool it looks, and lighting that is necessary, just super agree. Yes, it's incredibly cool stuff. Look, just magical, especially with backlighting. Tony Stark or Iron Man fans will definitely appreciate this merchandise. I really like the inscription as proof that Tony Stark has a heart. By the way, here is a very cool combination of metal and plastic. In some places the use of plastic is even imperceptible. For example, the inscription is really made of plastic. I think this thing should buy a good fan of the famous movie stuff, really decorate your room and cheer you up. On the queue I have a convenient necessary thing, so to say USB hub, stylish, trendy, modern, also with a mount that can be used on all surfaces. You can fix the hub on the surface of the table or even hook into a computer monitor connectors. As you can see, all four of course USB 3.0. You can work in peace of mind and do not worry that the mice, flash drives and chargers will not be inserted anywhere. Useful gizmo unequivocally. Do you like Lego? If yes, then this designer will definitely have to please you. Buying a designer you can build just a giant car from Lego. Of course you will spend a huge amount of time and effort, but on your shelf will appear another interesting craft. The car looks realistic, crazy cool, and its size is a breakdown of everything absolutely crazy cool. Another good thing is that the designer is not dumped in a bunch in one bag and packed in small boxes. So much more convenient to assemble, if at least some confidence that you do not get confused. And one more fixture, but this time for fans of the sea depths, because here I have a cool aquarium with fish and jellyfish, with no less cool RGB lighting. The design is filled with water, and sea creatures are launched into it with a special pump. The impression of live fish and jellyfish, and lighting, especially in the evening, creates a special atmosphere of tranquility. A cool piece of furniture. I would definitely order such a thing for myself. I present to your attention this big robot spider. He is plush, equipped with batteries and remote control. He has wheels to move, as well as his feet funny twitching just like the real tarantula. Oh, and it's backlit, and in the video you can see that they're hard to tell at first glance if it's a real spider or not. But you will say, come on, we do not have such huge spiders, but now you are so brave and see, here is such alive, so to speak. No one knows how I would have reacted, just scared. And now we have in turn cool it. You know why? Yes, because it is a cannon, and cannot be a cannon is not cool. Yes, hell, it's just impossible, and moreover, the cannon is such that you will just flip. No, it does not shoot super shells, rather the contrary, here is no shells at all. How so, you ask? Everything is simple. Cannon fires air. Think this is essentially a wide tube with a handle, and a device which, when pulled and released sharply, releases a very powerful stream of air. By the way, I do not think that it will do you any harm, but you can have a lot of fun. And this thing is for shooting on the street. This machine gun will obviously be appreciated by fans of playing some kind of war with friends. Overall, the gun looks fashionably, very nice colors. I like it more, and very powerful. In a second, it can throw up to 8 bullets at a distance of 15-20 meters. By the way, it shoots some kind of helium balls instead of pellets. I also really like the sight on this thing, which is illuminated in green. I think that this gun would be a great gift for a child's birthday or any other holiday. But why not buy it for yourself to play with friends at their leisure? Is really cool. Thank you all for watching. I remind you, all the products from the video you can order through the links in the description. See you later.